What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another fitness session where we're going to go over leg day part 1. Now, leg day is probably the most productive muscle groups of all the muscle groups I love to work. I'm going to start with the leg press. It's like the exercise that I love to start leg day with. It's a compound movement and it helps get my blood flowing. Now, with this one, you make sure you don't, bring your legs all the way in, because then you can put unnecessary stress on your joints, for your knees and things like that. Now, the next thing here, these is lunges. It's a variation of lunges, right? I'm using the machines, cables, right? And this one is, it's a little easier on you if you're not quite, conditioned for free weights, dumbbells, barbells, or what have you. I do like to use the barbell though, and I do believe I have a video for that, which I'm gonna probably share in part 2. But this one is pretty good for your glutes, quads, and some hamstring work. Next thing here is hamstring curls. So this one, this is the upright machine version. And this next one here that you're about to see should be the seated leg curls. Now, this one I probably enjoy more than the upright. There's a little bit more control. You get to put a little bar on your legs, keeping them stationary so that you can just focus. And this here is the hip thrust, or a variation of such. It has a little belt that you can just kind of buckle yourself in around the waist and then just, move the weights with your hips, as opposed to using a barbell, which is still good, but, it can be tough for you if you're not conditioned for it. Then we're going to go ahead with the glute kickbacks, which is another glute exercise, in addition to the hip thrust. Now, this one focuses, solely on your glutes, some hamstring work, and some, hip abductor. It's more of an isolation exercise, as opposed to compound movements. But you also can hit glutes in some of the other exercises, like your squats or your leg press or what have you. But this one I always make sure to hit, just so I don't neglect my glutes. Dudes, hitting this is not gay, by the way. And last but not least, we got seated calf raises. So, these ones, you make sure you don't never neglect your calf, especially for me, since I deal with shin splints real bad. So I got to focus on strengthening my calf so that my shin splints don't continue to get worse. They can at least lessen up on the pain.